Hello, buddy. Welcome to another episode of Call of Cthulhu. Anyways, we were already done talking with them. There's alcohol here. Do we want to drink it or do we not want to drink it? Oh. Dr. Fuller, age 52, occupation Riverside Senior Physician. Dr. Fuller resigns as the undisputed master of Riverside Institute and of its cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he has done to me, but I should be back on my feet so soon after my fall, when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion caved in. This man is dangerous, and I swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know how you check sanity. Oh no, it's right here. So what if I wrong button. Yeah, whatever. Bro, you just take a sip, really? Yeah, there's nothing. What happens when you just keep drinking?
Damn. The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Oh, I can't even do anything about it now. Ah. Oh, I drank it. Sanders residence. Pierce, Colden, and Brantley decided to team up to solve Sarah Hawkins' case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and a friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective just goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the Shambler. That the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. I may or may not have researched a little ahead. That's somehow. Well, I didn't really research into it. It's just there's something I have to fight. Apparently, that's all I know.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
Bruh.
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Well, about that.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
I don't know what to go first, but let's go with here first.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Okay, good. I don't know if I'm doing that right. It wasn't me who sent him there. True culprit is Fuller. I don't think I want to go with this. I sure you agree, but I had nothing to do with it. Well, you kind of did, because you saw it. So my only logical thinking is to go with this. But I could be wrong. It's really tricky to flip a coin here. That's to test your eloquence, so I don't wanna... I wanna go with one that doesn't go with any testing your skill.
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Okay, good. I guess let's be speaking about Shambler, but I like... Am I doing this right? Okay, let's do this. He did speak... Did he speak about the Shambler?
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A Shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Did I do the right thing? I have a feeling that I'll be seeing this Shambler the moment I get in there.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
A photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to the Sanders. They must be close. I don't know what I'm seeing exactly. Hello? Miss Sandys.
house of artists.
Of course. Why do we having this thing? Oh, there you go.
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Don't know.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Thanks, I could not see it. I don't even know what the Shambler is. All I know is that I'll be seeing it soon. But besides that, I have no clue. Wait, am I done?
A house of artists.
Okay, I'm not done. Oh. Why are these triggers?
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Okay.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Oh yeah, didn't Sanders say do not look at it or something? This would be like Soma all over again if that's the case. The second volume in this series covers everything from gas gangery to trench nephritis. I don't know what it is. In addition to a precise and detailed study, the book represents some avant-garde theories. This incredible complexity of this book reserves its own medical experts. I need to get closer. This is taking a long time. Wait, did this go down? Bruh. Yeah! Expert in physiology. Too bad I can't do these ones even any higher because that requires me to look at something occult-like or something that's related to medicine. I should now increase these ones next. Here. Irene Sanders, age 41, occupation none. It is clear that she holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband. But what I don't understand about Irene Sanders is this mix of sadness and insensitivity. It looks like she has given up on her husband long before his horrid death in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. Cross-checking the information given by Francis Sanders and his widow, it is possible that the reconstruct the events that led to interment of Sanders. Everything points to Sanders and Sarah Hawkins being close, linked at least by the interest of collectors, and the interest the collector showed in the artist's work, but more probably by a certain friendship, attested to by the repeat refusals of Sarah Hawkins to sell the painting called The Shambler. Against all expectation, she finally gave it away for free. The feelings still shown by Irene Sanders towards Sarah Hawkins are eventually derived from what she considers to be the artist's responsibility. Madness struck Sanders a short while after he gained possession of the painting. Which, if you ask me, it is weird. To go mad after getting a painting.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Oh. An audio recording that Francis left for his wife, Irene. Oh. So I want to find something that I could play it. I don't know what a phonograph is, but I'm pretty sure I'll know it when I see it. Ideally. I'll just know it when I see it. That's the best I can do. I'll know it when I see it. It's probably one of those big classical looking things that looks like it has like a tuba end to it. You'll see. Now let's talk to Tat last.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
An ancient amulet, probably Amerindian. I wonder what its purpose used to be. Something. The Whale and the Cod. The Whale and the Cod, or A Brief History of Darkwater, by Edwin Greenmouth. It is focused on the past glory of the island.
I could use one of those.
Jack all trades. I found these sleeping pills in the Sanders house. Were they prescribed to Francis Sanders or to Irene? Well, I mean, there should be a label for that. Bro, I have like I have 2 sleeping pills. Not really.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our relationship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of the guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler. Your friend, Sarah Hawkins. I wonder what the actual painting looks like.
An old diary.
Diary of Pastor's Wife, Volume 3. Okay, the volume spent some time in Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expressed her worries about the strange dream that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate that the lost tribe, as the lost tribe. Hold up. Alright, let's just talk to actually let's just go to that. Yeah. This is kind of a encyclopedia of monstrous and dark unknown creatures. I begin to believe that they exist. Did I do good or did I do good bad? I don't know. Hi, how's it going?
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network, and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Liquidate the paintings?
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Okay. I don't think this is the place. Alright, here we go. Oh, game saved, of course. If I have to go ahead and fight some Shambler or something. That's it?
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
If I have to, oh, there's one of those things right there. If I have to not look at the thing, I mean, I did play Soma, so I should be good. Oh, there's the painting right there.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Oh, the old. Do I want to know why?
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, here we go. Don't know what to do. Oh, that must be his mouth open and whatnot. Logic. Brett, stop going backwards. It's even worse than I thought. Oh, the good old classical type of thing. It's blind, but not deaf. Right?
What the hell was that?
The Shambler is a painting. Irene Sanders doesn't seem to know what she hates the most. Sarah Hawkins or her work. The fact remains that she accused her for cost her husband's sanity. He apparently gouged his own eyes out under the influence of the painting. I must see it. The key to the gallery is probably in the office. Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. It's undeniable. The widow didn't tell me everything, but her house speaks for her. Everything begins with Francis Sanders' obsession with the Shambler, and exponential painting in more ways than one. What am I supposed to do? I don't even know what to do. Oh, no. I don't know what to tell you.
What the hell?
The dimensional Shambler comes from a dark and inhospitable dimension where the variety of food resources keeps it in state of permanent starvation. This is why it is a constant state of readiness to travel to another dimension in order to feed on its inhabitants. Make sure you never weaken the whales of your dimension, otherwise you risk attracting this very dangerous creature. Should this happen, you just have to lay your eyes upon it for its being to anchor itself into your dimension and to allow it to rip you open with its claws. Men will gather on the knowledge of men will gather the knowledge through the lines dictated to me by the great old ones, but also in the other volumes this vision was assailed me. Whisper me the names and silhouettes of the mystical creatures. Soon the malarious moonstrom, respiratory of all atomical, cosmic, and dimensional knowledge, will be seen as the authoritative work. This book, unholy among the most cursed books, will one day be the final rampart between man and the predator that are waiting to devour him, hidden behind the veils of parallel dimensions. Okay. I don't know what I should be doing. Yikes. Pierce read that ancient tested that the Maelstrom. This bestiary makes an inventory of numerous creatures from the occult world or parallel dimensions that the very nature of the knowledge makes it an unholy book. By reading it, Pierce lost some of his sanity. Jeez.
What was that?
Yeah, I don't even know what to do. Okay, don't do that then. I mean, I can see it. I know what to press to hide. Oh no! Oh no, who would have thought? Oh no. It's not like I haven't got a tutorial how to even do this.
What the hell was that?
You should be blind. How do you even know where I am? Game. I don't even know what to do at all.
I can't even touch it.
Nice game. Touch it. Yeah, I have like zero clues of how to even do this thing. How are we supposed to... What are we supposed to do, man? I don't know what to do. I don't know. Oh, okay, that's what I have to do. If only I didn't know which one I have to go for. It says I need to go for some magical dagger. I don't know which magical dagger.
What the hell was that?
And these so-called... Well, am I not allowed to see to see it? I can actually see it, but whatever. Look at it by 1%.
What the hell was that?
So I have to somehow not know where it is, and also not look at it. Even if I know, even if it can get to me. So I need to go to the other side, is it? I guess. So that's where the daggers are. I don't like it how it cuts the sound. Like, look on the ground.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Hopefully it has to be one of the daggers, not a specific one. Oh my god, can you move any faster? Don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it. This is like Soma, where you don't look at it, or you don't look at it. Can I just rush at this thing and then do it? Shambler, please, please, please. Game, do I have to really stand up?
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Of course I have to be a specific dagger. Of course, it had to be a Pacific dagger, of course. Yeah, just kill me right now. I dare you. At least we're in a room full of daggers. Of course, it has to be a Pacific dagger. Is another one over here? Don't look, don't look, don't look. The right one. This is the right one?
This dagger looks different.
Of course it looks different. It doesn't look the same as the other one. Hopefully this is the right one. I don't know what's the right one. Oh, Shambler, please, Miriam, get your fat ass. You know, fat ass. Just get your skinny ass body out of here. Five, four, three, two, one. Wanna go to the other side? Other side. Other side. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, open the door. Hi, you don't know I'm here. I'm not here. Okay? I'm not here. Goodbye. Shoo shoo, I'm not here. This is more stressful than scary. Like, bro, get the fuck over here. You know, I might as well just throw the dagger at the painting. Bro, of course you have to go that way. Pierce is gonna have a heart attack in here. Bro. Really? Really? Somehow you actually... No, I'm not here. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, somehow you just magically just turn around. Of course. Just turn around.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, we already know what to do. We have to try out this next dagger. I don't know, like it just brings up this option. Yeah, because it was just closely following me. Come on, you homeless hobo, get the fuck out of here before I call the police. God, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I think that thing's way too close for me to even do what I need to do. I got Pierce is gonna have a heart attack now.
Down. This dagger looks different.
Yeah, you know how to make a loud noise. Yeah, this thing's AI, I swear. Knows how to make the job harder. of course. Yeah, of course, Calm down. You don't know I'm here. No. You don't know I'm here. Boo boo. Go away. You don't. There's not going here. Imagine I can survive just looking in the corner. I bet you 10 out of 10 I won't. I'll be surprised I even do. Please don't tell me this is how bad the AI is. Sound far enough. Sounds too close. Bro, I am hiding. Go away. Bruh, don't look around the corner, please. Thank you. You dumb son of a bitch. I wish it was easier way to tell how far this thing is. I'm gonna run the moment it notices me. If it notices me.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
It's better if I just do this because I'll just sound like I'm insane if I do this.
It's nothing. I think I just drank too much.
That goes without saying. If you can't tell the difference between reality and fiction, then you're in real trouble.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Okie dokie, Archie. Okay, the Nameless Bookstore. Yeah, there was no way for me to know how to do that, but do that sequence. But bro, is that freaking AI that bad that I can just literally just hide by looking in the corner? The Shambler turned out to be much more than a artwork painting by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back to the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature has been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, the owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decided to pay the library of what is it? English.
Where's the bookseller?
Where's her blood?
An old diary.
Diary of the pastor's wife, volume 4. The pastor declared himself to be a prophet. He removed God and worshipped the strange pagan entity to the Messiah's appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to the voice in his head because it holds the truth. History of Darkwater, Volume 2. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believe it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounded the island. They erected the first building, amongst which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and the handwritten notes that they left spoke of nightmares and defiant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Okay. Nameless Bookstore. I left the Sanders house, still shaken by my encounter by the Shambler. Thanks to Kat's indication, I ended up at the Nameless Bookstore. Nameless Bookstore. A haunt for devotees of ectoprism. Whatever, I don't know what it is. The place seems to have been burglarized. Who could have done such a thing? Don't know. shaking. Oh boy. Meet the Shambler. It is in Francis Sanders' private gallery that Pierce discovered the identity of the Shambler, a huge artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. When Pierce approached it, a creature burst forth from the painting and immediately chased after him. This beast from another dimension has such a hold on the mind of a person who finds himself in its presence that a simple glance in its direction is enough for Pierce to lose some sanity. Pierce finally managed to send the Shambler back into the painting using a dagger engraved with a strange symbol. But this encounter has left a mark on the psyche of the investigator. Still under the influence of the creature, he almost stabbed his own hand. How am I gonna regain sanity? It's gonna be hard to do that. Sanders' residence, Sanders' house is on shades of red and gold, is impressive, but nothing matches the private art gallery of Francis Sanders. This place is huge and entirely dedicated to his passion for troubling and macabre works. Defaced figures of virgins, sacrificial diggers, statues of monsters, and the painting that led him to his demise take center stage. The Shambler, a painting by Sarah Hawkins, a close friend of the couple. What happened in this room, I will never be able to forget it. Let's see here. Dagger of Animations. Oh, it's that symbol that we saw him draw on this cell. This exceptional dagger of Ottoman origin probably dates from the 16th century. It bears the elder sign on its hilt. It apparently belongs to Pargel Ibrahim Pasha, Grand Vizier, at the court of Suleiman. The magnificent legend tells that Pargali used the symbol on the dagger to protect the court from a creature that haunted the mirrors of the place. What is certain is that Suleiman, I don't know how to say this, I'm saying it wrong, had his vizier executed. Did he fear him after this demonstration of power? I don't know about, man. I can't get rid of that. Painting of the Shambler. The painting was exposed in Francis Sanders' gallery, but I think the creature no longer requires it for movement. It went to hunt down Sanders in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. I do not know where it comes from, but one thing is for sure, it's starving. Do I succeed in sending it back to its world? I'm not sure. Okay. Ooh. Hi. What, do I have to press something? Okay, the least that could be said about this book is that its title is well conceived. The illustration of human anatomy and dissection methods presented are illustrated in great detail. You have to be strong, heart, or detachment proper to doctors to consult this page. So close to the 3. How do I even get into that? Guess I'll be back once I find out how. I guess I'll get to this later, I guess, because it's what I'm reading up right now says I'll get to it later, I guess, because I can't open it right now.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
These type-in writings are at the origin of the aristocratic movement founded by Helena Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of the Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book discoveries in the nameless bookstore on Dockwire could be as much as a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. Medicine, Breviary of Medicine, Tome 3. Even a few years back, it is possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this recollection. Dang, I'm so close. Kinda. Sure.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
The collection of catalog classified creatures that I never heard of. Divinities from the stars. Creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work on the necessity of the myth without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered in... I don't know. A Handbook on Anatomy and Dissection, Book 2. A precise and illustrated with much detail as the first volume. This book focuses on healing surgery specific to malformation and motor disorders. Dang, they're both going up. Up, and up.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Yeah, as long as you just track you from there. Not really.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
How are you to know they're tall? Just because of the footprint. But I guess so.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Is there anything else around here? Over here? No?
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Written by the collection of the text on different beliefs was written by a legendary philosopher. It includes a translation of the Emerald Tablet, a popular text among 16th century alchemists. The volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and a work on extraterrestrialism and the supernatural. I don't know how to read that, man. Open the safe. Open the safe. I don't know how.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Is there a problem with that?
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of cylindrical meditation, hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at the center. Everything points to being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner. The Egyptian antique dealer in press cutting that mentioned the misdemeanor. The date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trip to Cerrero. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose artifacts. Try to find it.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
The page seems to be hidden here. It's possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in the plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still in this world. The following message is capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to the most precious precision. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are found in 3 cylinders, and each hidden where life and study combined in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reasons, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organization chaos, I must admit the reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to watch my intellect and find the combination to the safe, I would ask that they deliver the content into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague Professor Embridge of Minnesota University. The contents of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall in the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Your actions. You actions. Why say you actions? You mean your actions? So 3 cylinders.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
But where?
A kind of chalice.
This goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made out of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and spheres make up a specific motif? I don't know, man.
Things are not looking good.
In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reaches its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because, up until then, the region was a favored refuge from cetaceans, whatever. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Sayasa returns to port with a giant creature on board. Its crew asserted that the sea creature had eaten all the despairing whales. After a night of furious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Oh. Okay. Play?
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't tell. This is crack right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I don't know. So maybe it's talking about the cylinder and the red thing. So it's 5, I guess. I don't know.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay, so it's a chess.
dear friend. I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So 5, 3, and 9. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. Oops, what? How do I turn it? Oh. Bro, only read that thing in a safe place, not here. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of the attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the book safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book carved in human skin lied inside. It reversely attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. What? Well, I'll have to wait for another checkpoint, so...
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch, slightly sticky. 30-year-old subject, severe hypothermia, erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums, necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I got odd feeling. Of course.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Oh,
Your
bullshit.
imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers.
Say
His
what?
falling body temperature. His dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
I found a book in the bookstore's safe. There was something wrong with it. A smell of death and putrefaction, whatever. Putrefaction. I had a bad feeling. I read it to understand why I had such feeling. What happened after that? Where am I? Bro, I can't even click that. Yeah, I probably should end it here, so if that's the case, then I will see you next time, so good day and goodbye.